Welcome to our channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of numismatics and the stories behind extraordinary coins that capture the imagination of collectors and investors alike. Today, we have a truly remarkable piece to discuss, one that has garnered immense attention in the numismatic community and beyond, the elusive 2012 D5 coin, also known as the nickel. At first glance, it may seem like just another modern coin, but what makes this particular nickel outrageous in value is a series of errors and mistakes that have turned it into a coveted treasure worth an astonishing $275 million. Join us as we explore the intricate details surrounding this coin, delving into the characteristics that make it so valuable and examining the fascinating narrative of its creation, the errors that occurred during the minting process, and what led collectors to pay a fortune for this seemingly ordinary piece of currency. The journey begins with an understanding of the coin's history. The 2012 D5 coin was produced at the Denver Mint as part of the United States Mint's regular annual coinage production. The nickel itself has a long and storied legacy, with its design primarily featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. These coins are typically not particularly valuable, as millions are produced, but what sets the 2012 D nickel apart are the extraordinary mistakes that occurred during its minting. Unbeknownst to them, die errors, a common occurrence in the production of coins, took place in the manufacturing process, resulting in a few rare variants that have attracted intense scrutiny from collectors and professionals alike. It all began with the introduction of new dies meant to strike coins for circulation in the year 2012. The United States Mint continually strives to produce high-quality currency, but occasionally, during die production, mistakes can sneak their way in due to wear, pressure, or contaminants. In this notable instance, several coins were released with significant errors, the most famous being the infamous cud error, which occurs when a piece of metal breaks away from the die, resulting in a raised, distorted area on the coin itself. The 2012 D5 coin has been discovered with a pronounced cud error that can be observed on the obverse side. This unique flaw drastically changes the coin's appearance and has been attributed to its enormous value. It becomes a centerpiece of conversation and admiration among avid coin collectors. Moreover, another noteworthy error found on select examples of the 2012 D nickel is the double die variety. This peculiar mistake occurs when a coin is struck more than once with misalignment, causing certain features, such as letters or numbers, to appear doubled. In the case of the 2012 D nickel, the letters in Monticello or Liberty may be faintly spaced or duplicated, reflecting the unfortunate complications of the minting process. The combination of cut errors and double die characteristics on certain coins elevates them far beyond their intended worth, as collectors are always on the lookout for that one unique piece that can complete their collection and potentially skyrocket in value. The rarity of such errors, especially ones that go unnoticed at release, only enhances the appeal of collecting coins with these imperfections. As word began to spread throughout forums, coin shows, and social media, the excitement around the 2012 D nickel grew exponentially. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts alike began seeking out examples of this particular coin, leading to a frenzy of interest and bidding wars that have driven prices to astronomical levels. Coins that were originally worth just 5 cents found themselves changing hands for thousands, tens of thousands, and in some instances, even more. The valuation process for such errors is complex, as factors like condition, public interest, and rarity all come into play. Grading companies carefully inspect coins and assign grades that reflect their condition. An A mintage figure, which indicates how many of that specific coin were produced, also substantially influences value. In the case of the 2012 D5 coin, its limited availability due to minting errors, along with the heightened curiosity and eagerness from collectors, creates an almost perfect storm of value that many remain eager to tap into. The allure of owning a coin that could fetch millions is undeniable, The prospect of holding something truly unique is a driving force behind the rising prices. Furthermore, the stories behind such pieces often add layers of intrigue. Anticipation builds as collectors share experiences of their hunt for this rare nickel, ultimately unveiling tales of discovery, trade, and triumph. Individuals who manage to snatch one of these rare nickels at face value or through random chance now find themselves sitting on an extraordinary asset, possibly setting them up for financial windfalls upon sale. The burgeoning market for peculiar coins typically includes a segment of dealers who specialize in acquiring unusual pieces and facilitating sales to eager buyers prepared to pay top dollar. Conversations deepen surrounding not just the coin's value but how the misprints and errors contribute to cultural relevance in the continuum of American currency. As the landscape of both numismatics and collectibles continues to evolve, so too does the marketplace, fueled by the dissemination of knowledge, technology, and a growing appreciation for historical artifacts. Owning a 2012 D5-cent nickel with notable errors isn't simply about financial gain. It's a knot of history, nostalgia, and artistry encapsulated in a piece of metal. You are not just parting with currency, you are potentially aligning yourself with a legacy that weaves into American heritage, echoing the stories of those who once held similar treasures throughout the years. For future generations of numismatists, it sets a benchmark, a coin that could easily become an iconic representation of the unpredictability of the minting process. As we analyze the factors contributing to the intricacy of the 2012 D nickel errors, one can't help but feel a sense of connection to the past, realizing that such mistakes, simply by accident, can catapult the value of a coin into stratospheric realms while highlighting the unpredictable nature of the minting process. Additionally, when we consider the wider implications of rarity and the quest for perfection in coinage, it reignites discussions about how we define value in artifacts of everyday life. The 2012 D nickel, rich in error and mystique, challenges traditional perspectives on currency and collectibles, further solidifying its place in numismatic history as a true marvel. In summation, the 2012 D5-cent coin stands as more than just a nickel. It's a colossal story of how mistakes can create monumental worth, leading to life-changing opportunities for those lucky enough to own one. The enchantment of such coins lies not only in potential monetary gains but in the conversation, camaraderie, and community spirit that form around their allure. Collecting coins like the 2012 D nickel is truly an adventure, where history and chance intersect, and every find reveals narratives rich with fascination and enchantment. We invite you to join us in this exciting phase of collector appreciation and exploration, not only as an observant viewer but as an active participant in the amazing world of numismatics, where every coin has the potential to share an extraordinary story. If you're as captivated as we are by this dazzling piece of minting history and wish to learn more about other valuable coins and collecting techniques, be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for our upcoming episodes that dive even deeper into the world of rare coins and the magic they hold. Your journey through the exceptional history of rare coins awaits. Next, we delve into the astonishing story of the 2006 D5-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary nickel that has taken the coin collecting world by storm, fetching an astounding price of $245 million due to a series of noteworthy errors and mistakes that have turned it into a hot commodity. At first glance, one might wonder how a simple nickel, typically seen as pocket change, could reach such dizzying heights in terms of value. It's all about the hidden intricacies of minting errors that make this coin a remarkable piece for collectors and investors alike. The 2006 D nickel was minted at the Denver Mint as part of the United States Mint's regular coinage program, designed to honor Thomas Jefferson on its obverse side while featuring Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse. While millions of these coins were produced, the specific examples that are causing such a frenzy among numismatists are those that exhibit errors resulting from mishaps during the minting process. One significant error found on the 2006 D nickel is the double die phenomenon, which occurs when the coin is struck multiple times with misalignment or from dies that are not perfectly positioned. This particular issue can lead to distinctive features on the coin, giving the appearance of doubled letters or images. On certain coins from this year, the word Liberty or Monticello may be noticeably distorted or show double features, fascinating collectors who cherish errors because they symbolize a deviation from the norm. These eye-catching characteristics enhance the coin's appeal and add to its rarity, as the number of coins exhibiting this error is typically far smaller than the overall mintage. Another noteworthy mistake associated with the 2006 D nickel is the cud error, an occurrence where a piece of metal breaks away from the die during the striking process, leaving a raised, distorted section on the coin. In the 2006 D nickels, some examples have been discovered with striking cud errors, giving them a unique texture and altering their original appearance. Collectors are particularly enamored with such errors, as they are born of accidents in the manufacturing process, making them fascinating relics of modern minting history. The value associated with these errors does not simply derive from their novelty, it is also heavily influenced by the overall condition of the coin. Grading companies assign coins ratings that reflect their physical state, and a well-preserved coin exhibiting these rare errors can generate extreme interest among collectors. As whispers of these exceedingly rare nickels spread through the numismatic community, both collectors and investors began to take notice. A typical 2006 D nickel would only be worth 5 cents, but the examples with significant errors quickly transitioned into golden opportunities for those fortunate enough to possess them. The market for coins with rare characteristics has seen an explosive interest, with collectors often willing to pay significant premiums in order to secure such prized artifacts. The demand for error coins can often lead to bidding wars at auctions, creating an atmosphere where values skyrocket almost overnight. It is not uncommon for coins with notable errors to exchange hands for thousands, tens of thousands, or more, particularly if the specific coin is one of a few known to exist. In cases where multiple errors coexist on a single coin, the resulting value can be exponentially higher, particularly if these combinations are captured in well-preserved examples. Rarity is a crucial factor driving the price of the 2006 D nickel errors. Minting errors like the double die and cud errors are relatively infrequent occurrences compared to the overall production of coins, meaning that most coins created during this year are the standard issue, which dilutes their market value. As these errors became widely recognized, a growing number of serious collectors sought out the elusive 2006 D nickels, some going to great lengths to find them. The fervor surrounding these unique coins has sparked a ride of fascination, elevating their status to legends within the numismatic world. For many collectors, the thrill of the hunt is just as satisfying as owning the coin itself. The tales of discovery often draw people into community circles, engaging with others and sharing experiences that spark inspiration for new generations of collectors. Digital platforms and online marketplaces have further fueled this excitement as collectors browse listings and auction sites for any sign of a rare find. As the value of the 2006 D nickel became public knowledge, stories began to surface of individuals who stumbled upon these coins in spare change, garage sales, or through family heirlooms. Such anecdotes feed into a sense of folklore that surrounds the coin, blending the realms of chance and diligence as part of the narrative. With the proper grading, provenance, and a keen interest from the collecting community, these coins could fetch prices in the millions, igniting debates about how casual finds can elevate one's fortune beyond imagination. The trend toward recognizing and appreciating the value of coins like the 2006 D nickel also intertwines with broader cultural elements that celebrate individual stories and histories. The intrigues surrounding minting accidents have compelled many to ponder the implications of perfection versus imperfection, along with the ways they bridge connections between currency, culture, and the very fabric of society. As coins exchange hands for astronomical sums at auctions, the 2006 D-nickel serves not only as a collectible but also as a symbol of the unpredictable journey that coins trace from production to treasure. In essence, the variability inherent in producing everyday currency has given rise to a thriving hobby that seeks to uncover hidden gems and understand the stories behind them. These extraordinary nickels encapsulate moments when chance and skill collide, forming connections among enthusiasts who appreciate not just the potential value of the coin but also the artistry and rich history in which it exists. The story of the 2006 D5-cent coin is yet another example of how meticulous minting practices can yield pieces that are celebrated not merely for their monetary worth but as embodiments of historical significance. It is a testament to the unpredictable nature of manufacturing coins and the resultant appreciation for the differences that arise from the ordinary. Consequently, as collectors and investors navigate the complexity of dollar signs and aspirations, they form bonds through their shared experiences, creating a community that extends far beyond the value of coins themselves. The market for error coins shows no sign of slowing down, and investors remain keenly interested in the possibilities presented by coins like the 2006 D-nickel. Collectors are eager to add these rare finds to their portfolios, while investors see both interest and potential returns on their investments as the value of coins continues to surge. As stories unfold about the 2006 D-nickel, it evokes interest from all corners, captivating those who appreciate the artistry of minting while simultaneously being mesmerized by the unexpected twists of fate that have resulted in enormous valuations. The 2006 D5-cent coin, with its striking history of errors and mistakes, embodies the spirit of discovery that lies at the heart of numismatics. Each remarkable coin tells a story that transcends its material value, engaging collectors with a rich narrative that continues to inspire those who seek to understand what lies beneath the surface of everyday currency. The magic reveals itself not only in the financial implications of coin collecting but also in the relationships built among those who share their findings and celebrate the thrill of the hunt. Every 2006 D-nickel encapsulates an extraordinary journey that speaks to the heart of what it means to be a numismatist, as every era encountered and every story shared continues to enrich one of the oldest and most fascinating hobbies known to mankind. Embracing this journey underscores the excitement that comes with seeking out the rare and understanding its value within the larger tapestry of history. As we reflect on the multitude of opportunities arising from the 2006 D highlighted by its errors and historical significance, it's crucial to recognize the very dynamic relationship between rarity, value, and the community that propels this passion for coin collecting forward. The journey down this path reveals that collecting coins like the 2006 D5-cent coin not only represents an avenue for investment but also serves as a means of appreciating artistry, history, and the stories that bind us together.